Hello, hello, and welcome back to this edition of our positive word. I am really excited to return. Thank you for joining me. Always saying yes. Are you one of those people who find it tough, hard to say no? So you just continue to say yes. Well, this is for you. A friend of mine told me about how his children wanted them to go somewhere, to go shopping actually. But that wasn't his plan for that day. So in order to get out of that, he told them that he was working. Well, as the evening approached, he had to tell them that he had called in sick. Hence, they saw him at home, that he didn't go anywhere, because they would have been wondering why he had used that going to work as a reason. So I was like, why couldn't you just tell them that you will not go for that shopping that day? That could be done any other day, but not that day. You're the parent. You were expected to. But he was just insisting that they didn't want argument, blah, blah, blah. He had to tell the lie. Anyways, what I think is, apart from having to tell a couple of lies, that was very poor role modeling to those children, which was what I said to my friend. Those children would think that it's okay to use lies to get out of situations. It is not. I know that's the way of the world. People tell all kinds of lies. They call some of them white lies. I don't know what makes it white. A lie is a lie. It's one of the commandments. We should not tell lies. I don't see why. I know sometimes people think it's unavoidably necessary to do that. But we are told in Matthew chapter 5, verse 37, simply let your yes be yes and your no be no. Anything more comes from the evil one. That passage makes it clear. It lets us know that if we cannot say no when we should, or yes when we should, the alternative will be the will of the devil. Do you really want to be one who pleases that evil slave master? I know I don't wanna, so I let God help me. I know, I understand that the inclination to tell a lie seems to come very easily, naturally to most people. Hence, it is used the go-to point for a lot of people. But we, the children of God, we have the Holy Spirit who also comes in to help us do, say, and be what is pleasing to God. That is why we must pay attention at all times to his voice as he instructs us. My dear, you don't have to always say no. You can say yes and keep your head high when you do so. James chapter 5, verse 12b tells us, simply let your yes be yes and your no be no, so that you will not fall under judgment. There is judgment, because when you're meant to say no and you say yes, you would be telling a lie. You would be leading people astray. Learn to say no without having to explain yourself. You are truly matured when you get into this phase of life. Saying no is not to spite, annoy, intimidate, or control others. Instead, it is used to show that you are in control of what you do, especially when unnecessary pressure is applied for you to do otherwise. Where children are concerned, that is where I draw the rule, the line. Set the rules and stick with them. Look where the pampering of children, young people, has led the world today. It's a mess. When your actions contradict your words will mean nothing. To always say yes does not make you a kind, generous, or intelligent, or even a hard-working person. You rather present yourself as weak. In taking a firm stand, stand with it. When you present yourself as one who's able to say yes, you're able to stand and say yes or say no. Stand with that yes. Be firm and stick with it. Let your yes be yes and your no be no. You will be respected more Once people get to know that you are a man or woman who sticks to his or her words, yes, trust me, you will be respected more and people will understand you better. Never allow pressure to turn your no into a yes or your yes into a no. Remember always that you are the adult when you're dealing with children. They know the boundaries very well, but they will test to see if you can and will keep them. You will be easily manipulated if you are known to be unstable and always saying yes, even when you should say no, and you constantly explain yourself for saying a relevant no. Don't do that. Say the no and move on. People learn very quickly. In my experience, children, as well as most people, prefer those who can say yes or no and stick with it, no matter the situation. That has been my experience. More of such folks are needed in the world. They need to increase because that is what the world needs going forward. My dear, you do not always have to say yes. Let us learn to stand and say no as well when it is necessary. Do that, and let's watch how the situation changes. I thank you for joining me today. Until I come your way again, it's goodbye for now. God bless you as you learn to say yes or no as required.